Right, 16 August 2024. And today I'll be giving you my update for the morning on the news. And today we've got the arrival of the African presidents in Zimbabwe. We've got the Ministerial Committee of the Organ meeting in Zimbabwe today, the whole day. And this is going to be a very eventful day, as I said last night. So the most important and trending story for today is the attack on President Hakainde Hichilema by Mnangagwa's Zan PF party. This is trending, and I don't know how this is going to turn out because this is very unprecedented. It's very rare for the president of one country to attack the president of another African country. So what Zan PF has done is they've gone all out, attack President Hakainde Hichilema, and you can see the attack here from Zan PF. So Zan PF is saying it would be good for the puppet president to stay away from our parliament. So this is unprecedented, and it has never happened before, where one political party in a neighboring country attacks the president of another country, a sitting president of another country. And you must understand the context of this fight between Zan PF and President Hakainde Hichilema. President Hakainde Hichilema, ever since he came into office, has been introducing democracy in his country of Zambia. And this has not gone down well with the guys in Zanu PF. The guys in Zanu PF, especially the top leadership, have been carrying out attacks on President Hakainde Hichilema since he got into office, making claims that he's a puppet, that is working with Western governments, and that he plans to destabilize the region. Zanu PF has gone to different countries in SADC, and they've made this claim, trying to isolate President Hakainde Hichilema. So this is not a once-off attack, but this is a culmination of years, I can say 2 to 3 years of attack on President Hakainde Hichilema. Zanu PF has also put people into the Zambian political landscape where they constantly cause problems for President Hakainde Hichilema in Zambia. They plant stories and they orchestrate events in Zambia to try and destabilize the presence of President Hakainde Hichilema. So let's see what happens today. I have seen some documents which were prepared by Zanu PF claiming that President Hakainde Hichilema is going to arrive in Zimbabwe today. So if you look at this document, they've deliberately put his name here on this schedule of arrival of the heads of states, but without a time. So there's no time on the name of President Hakainde Hichilema, which means they don't know if he's going to come or not. So this is the schedule of the arrival of the presidents of SADC. So you can see that at the top, we've got President of Madagascar, Andy Rajoelina, is going to arrive today, the 16th, and the time is going to be 5:15. That's when he's going to be arriving. And then he's going to leave on the 18th at 4. So on the right is your time of departure, on the left is your time of arrival. But President Hakainde Hichilema does not have a time of arrival and the time of departure. So it's going to be very interesting because remember, President Hakainde Hichilema is the chairman of the organ. So let's see how that goes, whether he arrives in Zimbabwe or not. The president of Lesotho, I think, has already arrived. And this is very interesting because we now have a dramatic summit in front of us. The build-up has been extreme. And this has been a matter of life and death for Mnangagwa because he's trying to avoid the discussion of the stolen election of August 2023. There is nothing that Mnangagwa hates more than being told by another African president to fix the situation in the country. So the 3 agenda items, which is the stolen election of August 2023, where 17 out of 20 criteria were not met, the 120 opposition activists, political prisoners, which are currently in Zimbabwe right now, and the complaint by Zambia to SADC over statements made by Mnangagwa to Russian President Vladimir Putin. Those are the three agenda items that are causing all these problems that we are seeing right now. And this is why this summit has become such a big thing. For Mnangagwa, this is a matter of life and death, because SADC is expected to issue a communique ordering a resolution of the crisis in Zimbabwe this weekend. So this is why there's so much problems and so much attention on Zimbabwe at the moment. And obviously, if there's a presence of President Hakainde Hichilema, this will become a problem, because as the presidents sit around the table, there will now be challenges, direct challenge on Mnangagwa by someone who's present. So let's see what happens today. Let's see if President Hakainde Hichilema arrives in Zimbabwe today or tomorrow, because the actual summit itself is tomorrow, the 17th. And most presidents are arriving and leaving on the same day, as you can see here. Now, I want to quickly look at other stories. I'll be back during the day to give you updates on the SADC Ministerial Committee of the organ, which is meeting today in Zimbabwe. This is where the agenda will be finalized. And let's see how that agenda looks, the agenda of SADC. So I want to look at South Africa. So in South Africa, there's a massive story where EFF Deputy President Floyd Jambu has left. He's going to be joining the MK party of President Jacob Zuma. So let's see how that goes. And Floyd Jambu has gone immediately to attack mode. He's tweeted here. His tweet has got almost 1 million views as soon as he joined MK party. So you can go and check out the full statement by Floyd Jambu and his tweets. Then going back to Zimbabwe, the Zimbabwe government has banned the protests which were planned by the opposition. A letter had been written to the police in Murehwa. And the reason why the CCC wrote to the police in Murehwa is they thought that they were going to get approval from there to protest. They said they were expecting 10,000 people, but the police have responded and said that notification does not meet the laws of Zimbabwe. So there is not going to be any protest, any legal protest. That has not been allowed by the police. It's been banned. Then let's look at other stories here. The South African rand has reached its strongest in almost 3 to 4 years. For the first time, the South African rand has gone to 18. So that is a big story. After the election in South Africa, things have been going very, very well there. There's been a massive appreciation of the rand because of the government of national unity. And this has resulted in the rand for the first time appreciating below 18. You know that the rand almost went to 20 sometime last year, but I foresee a good improvement. The new government is working together, and I see things going to improve over there in South Africa. And then let's look at other stories here. Insco, the biggest company, food company in Zimbabwe, which owns Baker's Inn, Chicken Inn, Pizza Inn, has announced that they are going to be carrying out retrenchments at Baker's Inn. So Baker's Inn is going to be closing or getting rid of positions in HR and finance because the company has made a loss of 1 million. So there's a massive amount of losses taking place in Zimbabwean companies because of the collapse of the currency. So the new Zimbabwean currency has been collapsing, the ZiG, and this has resulted in companies making massive losses and also changing how they report their financial statements. So this is a big story in Zimbabwe. Things not going well over there. And then obviously, currently, as we speak, there is a gala that has been taking place overnight. So the guys have been live since yesterday, and Ndimuridzo just finished performing. So if you finish here, you can go and watch. There's a So in fact, these guys are still playing. You can see them here. They've been playing since last night. So go check it out after I finish here. They are going to the last hour now, and this is the most interesting hour. The biggest stars are performing. Andy Murizo just performed, and you're going to see all the big stars now within the next, let's say, 40 to 50 minutes. You're going to see the biggest stars performing. So I'm going to quickly let you go after we finish here. Let's see if the Herald newspaper is published. The Herald newspaper of Zimbabwe. I want to see if they published anything here. Herald Zimbabwe. Right, so the Herald Zimbabwe is not yet published. So I think for now, let's end it here. And to recap, let's recap what has happened. The party of Mnangagwa, Zan PF, has attacked President Hakainde Hichilema. They've said he's a puppet and he mustn't come to Zimbabwe. So let's see if President Hakainde Hichilema is going to come to Zimbabwe today. Other presidents have already confirmed their arrival, including the presidents of Tanzania, President of South Africa, President of Lesotho, President of Madagascar, President of Botswana, President Masisi is going to be there. And yesterday we saw the President of Tanzania arriving and the President of Malawi. So let's see who comes. This is one of the most important meetings. We need all the presidents to come. So I would not prefer a boycott. What I would prefer is the presidents to come in one day and leave, which is what I've been saying here, that the presidents have got nowhere to sleep. They'll arrive in the morning and leave in the evening. If there's a boycott, then Zimbabwe won't be discussed, which is bad for us as Zimbabweans. We want the presidents to come and discuss the crisis in Zimbabwe, the crisis which is the stolen election of August 2023, and also 120 opposition activists. We have been in jail for months, some of them for 60 days, which is 2 months in jail. So we're looking forward to the arrival of President Hakainde Hichilema. If he arrives, this is going to help because we need these issues to be put on the table and to be discussed. So I myself don't want a boycott. I don't want people to boycott the summit. We want the presidents to come and confront Mnangagwa here in Zimbabwe. That is why you see Mnangagwa doesn't want them to come. Mnangagwa actually wants President Hakainde Hichilema not to come so that these issues are not discussed. But the CIOM report of Zimbabwe is subject for discussion, and at the same time, the attack on President Hakainde Hichilema by Mnangagwa in Russia is also subject to discussion. So thank you very much, everyone, for watching. I'll be updating you as we go throughout the day. Thank you very much. And let's see if there's any comments here. Peter Toy says, before you wanted the president to boycott. No, I didn't want president to boycott. I said presidents will arrive in the morning and they will leave in the evening. They just don't have anywhere to sleep. That's what I said. So the villas at which Mnangagwa was constructing are not finished. Some of the presidents might have to sleep in their cars if they would come to Zimbabwe. So imagine that. Where would the president of South Africa sleep in Zimbabwe? There's no hotel that has got enough space or a presidential room in Zimbabwe. In fact, I've been giving all the details on the hotels and the updates. I'm the first person to tell you that the villas won't finish. They brought 500 people to come and build those villas and they won't finish because construction works in a certain way. And then Mkoma Greta says, Gambakwe, this is unprecedented that a citizen like you goes live on a daily basis, criticizing and wishing currency to fall. I don't wish the currency to fall. The ZiG is collapsing by itself. It's not because of me. And then there's the massive raid and deportation of undocumented foreigners here in Botswana. Homecoming has been initiated. Yes, let's go to our own country. Do not go to other countries with the fake documents. Please, if you're a Zimbabwean, don't go to other people's countries with fake documents. And then Mkoma Job says, slow, steady breaths. Don't want you to have a heart attack. We're coming for you. Who is coming for who? Let's see other things here. There is no demonstration. The demonstration has been blocked. So Promise Mkwananzi's letter, he's been told that he cannot demonstrate. And I've already said this. So thank you very much, everyone. You're working with them. People, they know. You have been saying Nelson Chamisa has been arrested for a while, which is your wish. Nelson Chamisa is not arrested. Nelson Chamisa has been blocked from traveling out of the country. So, guys, you must understand. So let me clarify this. Nelson Chamisa cannot walk freely outside. Have you seen Nelson Chamisa walking outside? Anyway. So Nelson Chamisa is somehow constrained from doing what he's supposed to do. That's what I've been saying. He cannot leave Zimbabwe to go to a different country. So, and his communications have been compromised by Mnangagwa's government. The only thing is young opposition supporters. They want to see the head of Nelson Chamisa on a plate. That is when you believe what I'm telling you. If I tell you that, think hard. Why do you think Chamisa has never been seen walking outside since the election? Why has Chamisa not performed a rally or launched the Blue Movement? Think harder. Then your answer is over there. Mnangagwa has taken Chamisa and he has blocked him from doing anything, and he's got him under some sort of house arrest. That is what I've been saying to you since December. And no one can deny what I'm saying here, that Nelson Chamisa is not being seen outside. So this is one of the issues that the heads of state of SADC have to bring to the table. What is happening to Nelson Chamisa? Is Mnangagwa holding him? So I think these are issues that we need to raise, but thank you very much for putting that in the comments. Let's see what else here. This show is not to walk around, man. It's just your imagination. It's not true. I'll give you more details as we go. Mnangagwa government is very evil. If they can pull someone off a plane and march them off and you never see them again, imagine what else they can do. Thank you very much, everyone, for watching. I'll be back here later to give you updates, especially on President Hakainde Hichilema. I'm going to be looking very closely at what he does today. In fact, let me look and see if President Hakainde Hichilema has posted anything on his Facebook. I almost go to his Facebook on a daily basis to see what he says. So let's see what President Hakainde Hichilema has said on there. He's not saying anything here about coming to Zimbabwe. He's busy with his work, and he's not said anything about. He was in fact at the University of Zambia, where there was a graduation ceremony. So there's nothing yet about President Hakainde Hichilema. Let's see what he does. Is he going to come to Zimbabwe or not? If President Hakainde Hichilema comes to Zimbabwe, Mnangagwa is going to have a heart attack. He's going to drop and have a heart attack. Because that's the last thing that Mnangagwa wants, for President Hakainde Hichilema to show up today in Zimbabwe. So I'd like to thank all of you. Let's keep track of what is happening. The next 2 days are going to be extremely interesting, and we're going to be here to give you updates. Thank you very much, everyone, for watching, and a good day.